Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my lecture. Inshallah, today we will cover a part of basic telephony, that is your first chapter of telecommunication networks course. Let me introduce myself. So me, Tasnova Ali, Assistant Professor, Department of ETE, Daffodil International University. First, you need to know what will be the contents that we cover in this course throughout the semester. These are telecommunication basic concepts, its transmission, traffic control, then switching system, after that signaling techniques, and last of all, two different services that are PSTN and ISDN. Dear students, you know our course name is Telecommunication Network. First, you need to know what is telecommunication. So, the telecommunication is the service that allows electrical communication at a distance. Thus, it is the exchange of signs, signals, messages, words, writings, images, and so many things between people through a transmission media within public or private access. That means if you want to send anything using transmission medium, then it is called telecommunication. Now we move to PSTN network. One popular service among telecommunication is PSTN. That is public switched telecommunication network. So the students, you need to remember two things about PSTN. The first thing, PSTN is a wire network, and the second thing, PSTN manages interconnections between hundreds of smaller networks. These 2 points explanation will be covered in next slides. Now we move to switching systems. One of the important question clicks in your mind that why we need switching system. The answer is we all know that all calls destination or receiving points or terminals are not same. Each call has a specific routing path or traveling path. That's why switching is required to route each call in desired destination. Dear students, in the figure we see so many terminals are there. These are terminals which are considered as a switching system. If all of you look carefully, then you will see that the connection among all terminals are mesh connection. That means all have point-to-point communication. Now the block diagram of a switching system. Students, all the time remember that PSTN switching system is called exchange. Thus, exchanges are responsible to route the call in different destinations. In the figure, just look at the left part. Here is a local exchange which basically connects all the local subscribers. Each subscriber has a telephone set and the media is a wire communication between phone set and the local exchange. And the figure that gives below are the connections of a local exchange. Suppose one local exchange has 5 connections. That's why you see there 5 terminals. 5 subscribers want to communicate with each other. Just use a particular switch. For example, if you look at the first connection from left hand side of terminal 1, then you can see that this line ends at terminal 2 with an arrow. That is the green line. So, if terminal 1 wants to communicate with terminal 2, then it uses the first line of terminal 1 using a switch. The same way, each terminal has a specific connection with other terminals. In this way, all the subscribers of a local exchange will communicate with each other. Now go to next slide. Now you need to understand an important term, trunk. The trunk is the connectivity of any two switching systems or exchanges. For trunk, you should remember it has more bandwidth compared to subscriber bandwidth, that is telephone set to local exchange bandwidth. In the figure, you see that SS1 directly connected to SS2. In the same way, SS1 and SS3, then SS3 and SS4, and last of all SS2 and SS4. All they are trunk connections, but there is no direct trunk connections with SS3 to SS2. So how can they communicate? The way is, these two exchanges will communicate via SS1 or SS4 and then connect to each other. Thus, it's not mandatory that each exchange has a specific trunk with all other exchanges. If not, then no problem. They will use other exchanges or switching system to reach the destination. That's all of your today's lecture. If you have any question, just drop a message in forum on Moodle. Thank you.